Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're well. Good afternoon. Today we started on at a very high note, and I'm so excited at what God is doing. It's like He was just waiting for us to make one small step, and then He would open the floodgates and just pour out to our lives. Like He's such an amazing God, and I'm so encouraged to push on. And so, if you believe in God for something, let's keep doing this, because God is not a respecter of persons. If He has done it for one marriage, then He will do it for you, because His word says that He's watching over His word to perform it. And so when we are walking in obedience, then we are walking in line to what God is doing and what God's will is for our lives. But I'm here to just encourage us to obey the voice of God and the instruction that the Holy Spirit will be giving us. So you realize, even though we're in an accountability group of praying for marriages, we are not having the same prayer, the same verse, or the hows and the whens of how we are doing it. And the reason is because God is interested in every marriage as uniquely as it is, with every wife and every husband as different as their situation is and the stage of marriage that they are in. And so in that line, the Holy Spirit is giving everyone their own set of instruction what to do. And sometimes those instructions will seem very simple and very inconsequential, and so we may be tempted to ignore them. But I'm here to just urge you that when the Holy Spirit urges you to do something, He puts thoughts in your head or ideas regarding your marriage, just go ahead and obey. I'm reminded there's a time in my marriage we had a deal breaker kind of conflict, and it was very bad. And so usually we talk things out and then we make peace, but this time the Holy Spirit just told me to keep quiet, and it was the longest and the hardest way of dealing with pain. Just being in pain and not explaining it to anyone. That was the hardest thing to do. But in that time, the Holy Spirit just revealed to me that the reason why the pain was so deep, it's not because of the actual offense that had happened, but it's because that offense had triggered a pain and wounds that I had refused to deal with in my past. And so I wanted my spouse to pay for the sin and the baggage and the pain I had been carrying that had been done to me by other people. And so the Holy Spirit just healing that situation changed the scope of how we deal with conflict in our marriage. And so you too, the Holy Spirit will be giving you very subtle and very simple instruction that, if you obey, are going to be a game changer in your marriage. It could be something as simple as serving him tea, ironing his clothes, giving him a hug when he walks in the door at night. If you're a husband, it could be help your wife prepare a meal or put the kids to bed. Something very, very simple. But if you obey, that's going to be a game changer. So whatever the Holy Spirit speaks to you, it's unique to your marriage, and it's what He needs you to do for you to allow Him to make the move that He wants to make in your marriage. Baraka.